How's it going, everyone? NDSean45 coming at you. I normally like to have my previews done on Monday, but last night, the Impractical Jokers came to my neck of the woods here in Moline, Illinois. Q, Sal, Murr, and Joe, they're the four guys who have that show on True TV where they do all the funny pranks and challenges and whatnot. So I decided to catch their show last night, and let me tell you guys something. It is some funny stuff. Those of you who've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about, but if you ever get a chance to see these guys live, oh, is it hilarious. So that explains my absence from doing a video last night. But let's get right to it. It's hard to imagine, guys, but this is the last week of the 2018 regular season. Man, like I've said before, these seasons always seem to just fly by year in and year out, especially since I've gotten older. But this week is the USC Trojans, and they are all that stands between us and a playoff berth. Now, USC, I'm not really telling any secrets here, but they've had a down year this year. They're currently 5-6. They are led by true freshman quarterback JT Daniels, and from looking at the numbers, he's done pretty well considering the fact that he is a true freshman. And most true freshman quarterbacks, they're going to have an up and down year. They're not always going to be spectacular. 13 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, which that right there is a big number. So he does turn the ball over quite a bit. And just a little over 2,000 yards passing. But in all honesty, I got to give the devil his due here, considering that this is a rival of ours. I think the kid has a bright future ahead of him. So he's definitely going to be a force to reckon with down the road for us. But in addition to that, they do have the USC Trojans do have a solid receiving corps, as they normally do, led by Michael Pittman Jr. and Tyler Vaughn, and Equanimous St. Brown's younger brother. I forget his first name. Pardon me. Amaron, I think. I could be wrong, but that's a receiving corps that's done pretty well this year. So they're going to be a force to reckon with if JT Daniels is able to get hot in this one. But breaking this game down, it's very, very simple. If you guys are wanting a more full breakdown, you're going to have to go somewhere else, because I'm keeping it very simple with this one. Because this is a very simple call, at least for me anyway. But it's basically going to be this. USC, pick your poison. That's all it really is. Pick your poison in the choice of Ian Book or Dexter Williams. Because even if they're able to stop one, that just opens up the room for the other to really make them pay. And USC, their defense, as much talent as they have on this team, and on their defense in particular, they've had a lot of trouble this year. From articles that I've read and from clips that I've watched, they really lack a strong pass rush. And they do give up a lot of yards. They haven't been that great at stopping the run. So even if you're able to stop Ian Book, you still have Dexter Williams to worry about. So either one of them are going to make you pay if you're able to shut down one of them. So that's how I really see this game going, guys. As good as their receiving core is for USC, I mean, our corners, Julian Love. Ugh, I hate it when I get my words tongue-tied here, but Love's going to shut him down. Jalen Elliott, he's going to shut him down. I'd be really shocked if we lost this game, to tell you the truth. And I'm not trying to be a jerk fan here. It's just USC has struggled for a reason this year. And with as consistent as we have been playing on both sides of the ball, I really have a hard time seeing us losing this game. And in my honest opinion, with the pick your poison scenario that I just gave, I honestly see this game being similar to what happened in South Bend last year. So based on all that, which I know it's not much, guys, but I see the Irish winning this game by the final score of 45-20. I think it's going to be similar to last year. We're going to get things going out in the Coliseum, and just like back in 2012, we beat USC to clinch a spot in the title game. This time around, it's the playoffs. So I see us having a big day, and it's going to be a great way to finish the season. And sorry about the lights, guys. I'll try to fix that here real quick. There we go. This is a first take, guys, and normally if I screw up on a first take, I redo the video, but not this time. Because I think I pretty much already covered what there is to cover. So yeah, that's my prediction. Notre Dame 45, USC 20, and the Irish clinch their first ever playoff berth. So that's all I have for you as far as the preview goes. And something else I want to address in this video, guys. Like most people who do videos, well, I can't speak for everybody, but I usually like to check the viewing traffic after one of my videos, especially if it gets a big number of views, which, I mean, I've had it happen before, but in my experience, a big number of views usually means that the video has been posted somewhere or whatever. So I was checking one of my videos the other day, and I happened to see that some of the views were coming from a certain website that I've dealt with in the past. Now, those of you who have been watching me going all the way back to my first channel, you know what I'm talking about. You know about my my rivalries with certain teams' message boards out there. Well, this is a little different. I don't know how much I've really documented this. I know I did one video, but it's very unfortunate. But I have a couple of Notre Dame boards that don't care for me too much. And this video that I'm talking about, I'm not going to give them out by name because the last thing I want to do is give a bunch of scum promotion. But long story short, I did a video back in 2010 talking about one of our offensive line recruits that passed away. This is like 2010, 2011. His name was Matt James. For those of you Irish fans, he was the one that died in that spring break accident. And I made a video just basically talking about how I could relate to it because I've lost loved ones in my life, and I just expressed my condolences to his family. And I think that video is what set these guys off. But anyway, what it is this website is a group of about, I don't know, 30 guys or so from uhnd.com. Now, for the record, I'm not bad-mouthing UHND. I think it's a good site for Notre Dame news, but when you get into the forum section, you kind of see the worst of the Notre Dame fan base because these guys are in it. Well, these guys branched off and started their own website, their own message board, and I saw that just recently during the Florida State game, they came back and brought me up. And this was the first time that I'd seen them in a long time. And of course, I decided to go check it out. Again, normally what I do not do. And go figure, the same old crap, the same childish cheap shots. Oh, what's he filming this in a van? He filming it in his car? Well, no shit, Sherlock. Yes, I'm filming it in my car. Oh, and by the way, this is not a van. It's an SUV. Obviously, you can't tell that from the inside, but it is. But yeah, these guys are just absolute scum. I wouldn't say that they really hate me, but they do think I'm a moron. They do like to dog me quite a bit. Just like basically no different than the Michigan State board. The only difference is these guys have never tried to screw with my personal life off of YouTube. Just mock me online. That's it. But just if those guys happen to catch this video, which I'm sure they will, because as soon as I address somebody, it usually ends up there. But you scumbags, keep in mind that you are the minority, because the majority of Notre Dame fans that I've interacted with online, they think the exact opposite of you. They do respect me. Even though I don't really offer much insight, and my analysts are usually pretty simple and pretty I don't know, not much to them, I guess. You're in the minority. That's all there is to it, because the majority of Notre Dame fans do care about what I have to say. They do respect me, and they think the exact opposite of you. You guys are the pieces of crap, not me. And the only joke is you. Because let me tell you something, guys. This group, this message board that I'm talking about, it's middle-aged men mocking a guy who's like on average 20 years younger than they are. So I've made some pretty ridiculous videos in the past, but I'm not the one who needs to grow up. These guys are. And you guys on this website, you can kiss my ass. So just probably shouldn't even have addressed it, but I just felt that I had to. Unfortunately, even I know that there are scumbags in our fan base. We're not perfect. So I can see, honestly, with people like these guys that I'm talking about, I can see why other fan bases can't stand us. People like these guys on this message board, all 30 of them. But anyway, before I start ranting too much more about these losers, I'm going to cut the video off here. So that's all I have for you guys. And on that note, this is Andy Sean 45 signing off. And as always, God bless, go Irish, beat Trojans, lock up that playoff spot, baby.